Oh. What up, guys? Today we have a massive crap ton of Nova Hab modules to cover. Holy cow, is this a lot of modules. I spent an additional 25,000 on these modules. I cannot wait to sell them and make my money back. I started this video series with only 80,000 credits. Just to give you an idea of how much goes into this. So, without further ado, let's get a walkthrough. Oh, hey, helps if I switch my ships.
Need the work done? Sure, how about it?
Huzzah! Never, ever get used to how big this ship is. Anyway. Alright, first module. Let's find the front of the ship. This is the front of the ship. Yes, yes, cool. Alright, so this is the HopeTech 3x3 cargo space. And what can I say? Holy freaking crap, is this thing gigantic. As is with most of these, but it's a 3x3. Why do you need this? It serves no realistic purpose to my understanding, as with most of these modules. Like, congratulations, Bethesda, you found a way to make it work, but I guess, but... On to the next one. This is a 3x2, is this a 3x2? I think this is a 3x2 all-in-one living quarters. Is what this is called. So you got your kitchen, you got storage rooms that you can't actually use the storage in, little mess hall type area, sitting room, TV. It's the first module I think I've seen that actually had a TV with a couch in front of it, and it's another sitting area type room. Alright, in here we have our beautiful and, as per usual, completely uses 1x3 engineering space. And let's go back here. Alright, this is a cargo space. 2x2, if I remember right. Or no, this is the other 2x3. So there's two 2x3 cargo spaces made by Nova. One of them is latitudinal, and the other one's longitudinal. So this one, I believe, is the longitudinal one, and it is the back of my ship, as far as I can tell. Yes, yes. Alright, on to the second floor. I'm sorry, ship terms, the second deck. My bad. And as per usual, a lot of this stuff is literally just collision. And yes, explosive tanks do blow up if you hit them. Even if they're inside your own ship. Yeah, that's a thing. Great job, Bethesda. Great job. Alright, on to the second deck. This is also going to be a living space. I think this one's the 2x2. Looks like it's the 2x2. Don't know how I missed that. So yeah, it's got two beds, a desk with TV, computer that you can't use, a locker, storage room. A lot of ladders in this place. Alright, going this way next. Somehow I ended up with two 1x3 engineering spaces on the ship. believe this is a duplicate. It looks like a duplicate. Alright, so this is the tried and true, the world famous Nova Frontier Space. I think it's literally just referred to as the Nova Core, if I'm not mistaken. But has kitchen you can't use, bed, seats, nav table, toilet you can't use. But the one bonus of this space is the research station. So there's that. Alright, so this is something I got wrong, I believe, in the Hope Tech video. So if you see the big old nav console here, this is the battle station. If it doesn't have a nav console, then it's a control room or a computer control room, something like that. Computer space control room. But yeah, it took me a minute to figure that out. But the battle stations are the ones that have big old freaking nav consoles. Alright, so this is the 2x2 rig. It's got a whole bunch of stuff you don't really need. What's interesting, if you compare this one to the Hope Tech rig in my Hope Tech video, this one doesn't have any ammunition storage, any weapon storage of any kind. Whereas, I guess there's a box here with 10 kilograms worth of storage space, but there's no. But I mean, it is more spacious. It's more open. Don't know why you would need this space, but it's here. All right, so this is the 2x2 cargo hold. As per usual, nothing in here you can actually interact with. It's just filler. Sorry, did I miss a space over here? Hold on. No? I felt like I missed a space. Okay. So this is, I believe, a living quarters. Yeah, this one should be the Nova living quarters. So it's got one bed, two beds, corner couch, corner shitter, 3 lockers you can't use, and a table that's kind of worthless. Oh, look, there is actually something in the cargo bay you can use. You can use this storage crate, which holds 150 kilos. It'd be really nice if they told you how much storage space these actually have whenever you do it. Let's find out, actually. Where was that at? That's the down ladder, this is the up ladder. Alright, so first up we have one of the computer control rooms. Oh, this might be the captain's quarters now that I'm looking at it. I believe this is one of the 1x2 control rooms, computer rooms. This is the captain's quarters by Nova. A little bit smaller bed area. I definitely like the Hope Tech captain's quarters better. Desk you can't use, a lot of things. This is my number one complaint to Bethesda is each one of these Habs, I get they have to be modular and they have to work for Xbox as well. But having so little to interact with in each Hab is really disappointing. Could have sworn there would have been another hatch here. Guess I have to go around. It's interesting the way that the ships get put together. Sometimes there's hatches in places where you expect them to be, and other times there's not. Alright, so this is another living quarters. Not sure which one this is, but it definitely has an extra bed, I'm thinking this is the all-in-one berth, and the other one's the living quarters, because I'm noticing this one doesn't have a toilet, and the other one had more recreational type things. All right. This is going to be your science room. Science Research Center. As per with any of these, you're going to have a pharmaceutical lab and a research lab. There's the other control room. I believe this one is the battle stations, the 1x2 battle stations, or computer lab. Alright, 1x2 infirmary by Nova. Definitely one of the nicer looking infirmaries in the game. Also has a pharmaceutical, also has a research station. I like that your gurneys are sitting upright. Alright, so bear with me because I know I showed off this is the front. I need to get to the back of the ship. There's more shit in the back. Okay, so this is the 2x2 all-in-one living quarters. And you know that they are living quarters and not berths because living quarters typically has like workout equipment and things like that. Pretty simple standard beds. You'll notice that, you know, each manufacturer has their own design elements that they carry over between models. Alright, so this is the workstation. I honestly like this a lot. You know, you got your whiteboard with a bunch of chicken scratch. Every viable documented something has gone through extensive testing to validate plenty and absolute decay, blah, outside for. I wonder who they stole this from. Did they just scribble random crap on a whiteboard, or did they have somebody come in and write something that sounded smart? Back of this workstation has jump seats and, once again, explosive tanks. Heading up to the 4th level, because that's a thing. There are so many modules by Nova that I had to have 4 levels, and I'm in the process of falling back down through the hole. This, I believe, is the... So this is the 2x3 living quarters, and this one is the one that goes in the other direction. Like I said, one was longitudinal, one was latitudinal, and this one is the one that goes widthwise instead of lengthwise. Alright, so this is going to be the Nova Armory. This is probably one of the nicer armories in the game. It has 2 mannequin cases. The weird little desk there isn't always here depending on how the configuration goes. The only problem with this armory, it's very well lit, but the only problem with this armory is this helmet display right here. For some reason, this helmet display glitches every time, and they should have used like a cube style helmet display, but when you use this helmet display, then it glitches the helmet to be like halfway in between on the shelf right here. But otherwise, no complaints with it. I've had it in my ship a couple of times. And maybe that was the last of them. Armory. Is there any more berth spaces? Did I miss anything? This ship is absolutely massive, so let's just double check and make sure I went everywhere. Yep, that was the last space. So why I'm just flipping around through grab drives, but you can see just how many modulars there are here. It was absolutely ridiculous. Stay tuned, and I will be reviewing modules for the other ship manufacturers as well.